What is happening, people, and welcome back to Geekin on Tech. I am your host, Didge, and with me, as always, is the homie, Mr. Nerd with the Tech, Trayvon. How are you doing today?
Doing great, Friday as usual. Happy. Get ready to, start going to the movies again.
Nice,
You know
yes,
what
I
was
know. I know
good.
you were talking about that earlier.
Yeah,
Obviously, we took a week off last week for the Super Bowl.
yeah.
The way that game went, kind of wish we would have just podcasted. I probably would have enjoyed that more than the game, but it was a good. It was an okay Super Bowl. It would have been better if my team would have won, but the halftime show was good,
Yes,
so
it
I was
was.
happy about
It
that.
was.
Uh, but how's it been?
It's been good. Like you said, the Super Bowl, we had all the commercials and all that stuff, and the halftime was great. Bad Bunny did his thing up there.
Mm-hmm.
Um, it was just a very elaborate one too. I felt
That
like,
that set was
yeah,
insane. Like the way that they put it together, I'm really curious to see how it looked from the seats because like that felt like it was designed for the people at home.
yeah. See, at some parts of it, you were looking at, I was like, can they see this? Like
Yeah,
that's what I was thinking. But I've seen some videos from people that are like that were down there, like that were recording from down there, and seemed like they could
okay.
see what they needed to. I guess I
Okay,
don't know.
and obviously they got like the big
Yeah,
screen up there and stuff, but I the entire time I was watching it, I was just like, this don't feel like you should be able to see. Like, especially if you got like the lower seats, like the upper
right.
level seats, probably you got a better chance. But yeah, so that was interesting. I guess let's get right into the topic. I have no other lead in, so we can jump right into the Samsung Galaxy Unpacked is coming up. Not this upcoming week, but the week after on February 25th. That's
Hmm.
where we'll get our first look, official look, I should say. I feel like it's been leaked to hell of the Galaxy S26
Yes, it
lineup.
has. They've been
But
definitely pushing all those discounts now. I've been getting emails about that. They're
I
like,
have
sign up early and get this and that.
yes,
They be
yes,
none of
yes.
from Chapo.
I've been starting to get that too, and it looks like we're starting to get sort of like the most comprehensive specs for all of them. Like because it's so close to the announcement,
Hmm.
everybody's pretty sure of what's going to be in there. And
I think I've seen
are
all the
you?
colors now and everything too.
Yeah, let me bring that. I don't think it has all of the colors in this picture, but I do want to bring up. I don't know if this is a leak or if this is just Samsung had it in their announcement, but this is our best look at the 3S devices, I guess how you want to
I'm
call
pretty
them.
sure it's a leak. There got to be a leak. Yeah.
You think so?
Yeah, they wouldn't. I doubt they would do that.
I feel
Yeah.
like I feel like they would send this because you don't think they would send this to one of their news partners?
Not for them to post it though. Like,
Yeah, it's fair.
yeah.
This might be it. This
Not
might
right
be a little
now.
early. Yeah.
Um, I'm always interested in these because it's just an indicator on what's coming for
Hmm.
the next, regular fold, or not the trifold, the regular one. And seeing what they're gonna do, like with S Pen, or you see how the boxier shape, or whatever, stuff like that. And then the main thing I'm looking forward to is that privacy, those the privacy screen type of thing they're
Yeah.
doing. I think that's the coolest feature that they're get ready to do. And it looks like it could be software based. So
Oh, that
it's
is interesting. I did not see that.
maybe it's screen. I don't know. Like, is it screen? Like, because it's like it's targeted. Like it's not on like a specific piece of it. Like, is it? Or it's
So
weird. Like, how does it work? Like, I wonder. I'm really curious. I'm waiting for them to break that down. I'm ready for that.
so I wonder if it's a combination of software and hardware. I have the general, like I said, these are just I think the purported specs for it.
Hmm.
And to be honest, not much is really changing from the S25 lineup. Like
Right.
it looks like they're getting rid of, if we're talking just the base S25 to the S26, they're getting rid of the 128 storage, but like camera, battery life is a little bit better. Like that, it's a slightly larger battery.
Hmm.
Obviously slightly thinner, a little bit more heavy. All of those are pretty much the same. So I wonder if it is the one thing that it doesn't talk about here is the screen technology. They're really still just saying, it's the 6.3 inch full HD display, and then I think it would be what quad HD in the S26 Plus, and probably even higher in the S26 Ultra. Is that what theirs is called?
Yeah, usually, yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So it doesn't look like too much is changing in that capacity. Like specifically, battery doesn't change at all from the S26 Plus to the from the S25 Plus. So I think you're right. Like they're probably going a lot more software based with their changes this time.
So, okay, let me see. Based on what I'm seeing right here, so something about the light emitted. Hold on, let me see. Just reading it. How did it disappear from me? Hold on.
Let me see. What else can I find while you're
Oh, it
looking?
says it works by, okay, so it says it works by letting the phone control the direction the light is emitted from the individual OLED pixels. So only
Okay.
shines towards people directly facing the elements that you want to hide through the detail has been so that's apparently how it works. That's interesting. So I guess maybe there's a combination and maybe like the screen allows, however the
Mm-hmm.
screen is, allows the light to be directed that way. Interesting. It's cool. Like it's a, 'cause, we just thought it meant just a screen and all over, just not
Mm-hmm.
targeted like that. It's cool.
Yeah, no, that was very interesting to see.
Has it affect
I
battery
know
life?
I'm sure that's probably going to hinder it a little bit. I know it's not going to have Chi 2, which is, I
Mm,
think, a disappointment for a lot of fans of Chi 2, but I think it's such a new standard
right.
that I'm not 100% shocked. It, I get it though. It definitely does suck.
I'm assuming T2 is backwards compatible. I think I did see a new. I think it was a like a charging puck or something like from them that leaked as well. That I think can do 25 watts. I think I
Yes.
saw.
So
So
in all of the specs, it does say that it should have 25-watt charging, which obviously brings it in line with the latest iPhone. So that's not shocking. Y- it is disappointing when you see the world of all of these other smartphones from across the globe that have crazy watt charging,
yes.
and we're here happy about 25 watts. But that's definitely a story for another time.
Yeah.
Some of the other things that they're thinking could probably be announced at this event, just in general, there'll be like more Galaxy Buds. I didn't see anything necessarily super new about like, oh, what big new feature it's gonna have. I guess the head gestures, like to accept and decline the calls, will be coming, and they'll have like a new ultra wideband chip, but
It already
nothing
had
like,
live translation, didn't it?
I
I think they
believe
already had
so. 'Cause
that.
I
Yeah.
know the Google ones do, so I would assume that they
Mhm.
probably brought that a
Yeah.
while back too. So I don't know what other new big features that they would have, but you know, if you're in the market for new headphones to go with your new phone, there you go.
Samsung
Uh
real good about giving you like basically giving you enough credits and stuff to get it for free sometimes. So
True.
you can pick a watch or earbuds.
That is very
So,
true.
yeah.
I don't think there's anything else big. Like they're probably gonna show off more stuff about the trifold. I know it's out already, but
Yeah, I'm sure they'll bring it
I'm
up.
sure it'll be brought up in with whatever new software features and stuff. Like they'll definitely be bringing more stuff about that. But
If anything, I feel like that maybe that could do the privacy screen thing. I don't know. Maybe it
that would
can
be, yeah, that would be something
on
you
the
would want
outside.
to bring up here. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's move to the other side of the coin and talk about Apple and its new Siri. Apparently,
Oh
the Siri
God.
relaunch is behind schedule. So this is this is coming by way of Bloomberg and Mark Gurman. And I guess Apple has found problems with its software testing. It's saying that the assistant is taking too long to accomplish tasks. It's not even processing some stuff correctly. They said that it was so sluggish that its developers believe that Apple's going to have to push this back. And this was obviously supposed to be coming in beta form as early as next month with the
26.4, right?
yes. They
Hmm.
didn't have an official date for 26.4, so I think that's what they're saying as early as next month. they're thinking
Because
either
twenty six
March or
point three
April.
just came out, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
Rest of
So
base.
it, it another long line disappointing saga of Siri. But Mark Gurman does end it with saying that they think instead of doing it released as a whole in March, they'll sort of piecemeal it out. Like, okay, Siri has this functionality now, Siri has that now, and it's
I
how you
get.
feeling?
I just I understand. Apple wants their own thing. They want to be able to say it's. I don't want to say that word right now. It's trigger some stuff. But they wanted to have their assistant. They wanted to have all that, and I get it. It's just like how many more times y'all gonna like? We already had the thing where you add in Chat GPT to it,
Mm-hmm.
and for that do complicated questions. Now you're saying delaying this thing again when it was supposed to come what last year
I mean,
or
it
two
was
or 2 years
supposed to
before
come
that?
2024.
Yeah. So it's
If we're
like,
being honest.
what are we like? Oh, okay, it's delayed again. Maybe y'all should just give up. Let Gemini just put on here directly. I don't know. Like, it's just like maybe he's just like let that go. Uh,
Yeah, I mean,
I know they're not gonna do that, but
no, of course not. It's disappointing because it's like you said, this was supposed to come 2 years ago at this point, and it's just like what's been happening? Like, how is it that every other company, obviously I'm not even a big AI proponent, but it's like if you are going to put all of this effort and time, how is it that you guys are singularly failing this badly when, granted, we'll talk about OpenAI and their AI woes later, but it seems like a lot of other players are at least getting something out there. Uh, Mike, welcome to the stream. To your point here, Siri is like the worst. Oh, don't trigger Siri.
let's see.
It is. But it is like the worst AI assistant. And that's what Gemini was supposed to fix. Like, I'll be honest, when they announced it in January, I assumed we weren't getting it until 2027. So when they started saying like, oh,
Mm,
it's brought out and we're gonna start bringing it into beta as early as March, I was like, okay, well, clearly that means y'all just announced this later than y'all had been working on it. Now
mhm.
I'm going back to my original thought. I think they started working on it when they got the announcement. Like,
That's
I don't know.
wild. It's wild. I'm like, well, I was like, maybe they'll just take Gemini, just throw their name on it, boom, let's go. But it don't sound like that. It sounds like they're trying to streamline maybe everything Gemini does, and through Apple servers or whatever they're trying to do. I get it, privacy and all that stuff, but it's just like, come on, man, like how much more? Like
That's
I don't know.
that's
I
the
just knew it was
other
gonna come to the
thing.
iPhone. That's what I assumed, but
Yeah, probably. I mean, maybe that's what they're holding off for. Again, even when we were talking about it before, I thought announced. I figured we wouldn't see it until WWDC. So it's like it. I really don't know. They're
they
never
don't want to say that. They don't want to say
they they
that.
they don't want that. They definitely don't want
Well,
that.
they already see that's the thing. Like I thought it was like, well, they already did the Chat GPT thing where you already had that where it literally would say, "Oh, hey," basically say, "Hey, I'm dumb. I don't know the answer to this. So here's Chat GPT to answer it." That's what it basically was. And I was like, well, if y'all already gave in to that,
Yeah,
I was
fair.
so tired about Gemini. Like I don't know, like just I don't know, like why y'all being so high and mighty now? You already gave it to Chat GPT.
I think because that probably hurt them to have to do.
Listen, I bet it
I'm
did, but
sure I'm sure there were a lot of meetings about this because they were probably like, "Yo, what are we doing here?" I'm dumb. I'm sorry. It's very crazy.
I mean that's basically what it was.
Like, it's it's insane. I don't know what's going to happen. They're still thinking that, like I said, at least some stuff will come out with this iOS 26.4. And but now it's like, okay, yeah, some may come out in iOS 26.5, some may come out in 27. And it's just like we're back to square one essentially, because that's what they said with the original announcements when it was when it was okay. This is gonna come out piecemeal through and I can't even remember the iOS number anymore. I think I want to say 15. Might have been later. I don't know
I don't
anymore.
know. I don't know.
But it's a mess. Staying along with Apple News, they're apparently testing multiple flips. So
Mm.
not only are you getting the foldable that folds out, you're also getting and I have it up, the flip style iPhone. And
That's
this
really
is
the one that's
coming.
appealing.
Wait, say that again.
That's really the one that's most appealing to people.
This one,
Yeah.
you know what? Yes, before we continue, yes, Deuces, this is exactly what we're going to get, and it's a mess.
Correct.
It's all a mess. Oh, but this about this flip
Maybe.
style iPhone, this is coming by way of some leaker in Asia, but you are right because when I saw this, I was like, you know what, I would get it. This is the one I would get because, and it's for the pettiest reasons. Remember the day where you would be mad at somebody, you just
Mm-hmm.
flip that phone
Mm-hmm.
shut. I don't
Yep.
talk to many people on the phone anymore, but I do miss being able to do that. So
Yeah.
getting this would be great. It's coming just from like supply chain information, so we don't really have anything about specs. I would imagine it would be very much like an iPhone Air, and then you just have the
Yeah.
crease in the middle. Like,
I can see that. I mean, it just makes it smaller. That's
mm-hmm.
the thing that everybody, I know one of my friends, he loves the mini one. Like he loved that. He loved how small it was. I was like, I don't get it, but I'm happy for
Oh,
you.
the Samsung one. What was
No, I'm
is
talking
there?
about the iPhone. I'm talking about the small.
Oh,
Remember
the
he
iPhone
loved
Mini.
that. He loved that. I was
My
like,
dad,
okay.
my dad loves the iPhone Mini.
I don't
I
get
think
it because
I
I
think
need the
he might
screen.
still. Did they have an iPhone Mini 13? Because he has not. My dad has an
No, they
iPhone 13.
stopped. It didn't do well. I think then they stopped making them.
Okay, so
That's what I
then
understand, right?
okay,
They
and I
made the
know
13 mini, but I think they stopped after that. Maybe they
if they
started with
have a
12.
mini, let me Google if they have a 13. I know he has an iPhone 13, and I know he likes the mini, so he might still have the. He has the iPhone 13 mini because
Yeah,
that's the last one, and like I said, it's interesting. He's like, yeah, I don't need this big ass phone.
yeah.
Like,
That's one of my friends like that. I'm like, okay, all right. Um, but the thing is, with the fold one, I'm actually warming up to it more now.
yes, that's
Actually,
the other reason I wanted to bring up the flip style one because I know you were saying you were warming up to the why like that design,
the aspect ratio
and I'm
of the video, the aspect ratio of the videos,
and let me bring up
because
the design for people who probably haven't seen it so I can be
warm,
upset all over again.
I'm honestly warming up to it. I am because the inside screen, the video should take up more of it on the inside. So right now with the fold I have now, there's huge black bars at the top and bottom of it
Okay,
when you watch videos. And I was like, this is like the most annoying part about it. And then I was watching, I forgot what video I was watching. Somebody was talking about how if the aspect ratio is like the iPads, like my iPad Pro, the aspect
yeah.
ratio of it when you're watching the video, it takes up most of the screen when you're watching the video. It doesn't have those black bars. I was like, if it does that for the inner of the iPhone Fold, I might be sold on it. Because the
Look
outside screen
at
be a little,
it.
but this is not the one I'm talking about. It's the other ones like where it's wide, the one that's like shorter and wider
That's what
on the
this one is.
outside.
This one.
No, this is not the one. It's another one
Let
that
me.
people
All
been
right. Let me
showing a
continue
lot of.
looking while you continue. Then.
It's the one that a lot of people are showing in their like they're putting in their thumbnails. They're like whatever. I'm like, y'all don't have it yet. You just have a little dummy model.
Yeah.
But I've seen a lot of people doing that with that one. That's the one I'm talking about. The one that's shorter but wider on the outside. That's
Yeah.
the one I'm talking
It
about.
looked like somebody did like this to their
It
iPhone.
looks like the original Pixel Fold.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay. I
yeah. It
might.
kind of the original Pixel Fold was kind of that shape, and that's what it kind of looks like. Um,
Okay.
and I was like, yeah, I kind of like because the original Pixel Fold was like shorter and wider. Um, but
This is a very good question. This is the exact same question I have. How many cinematic masterpieces? No, matter of fact, I know you watch a lot of videos on your phone. You have said it many times.
yeah,
It's like I said, I would be here for the foldable that way if it felt like the tablet, which is why I think the Samsung trifold is so interesting to me
It is.
because that is a full size tablet.
It is. It is.
But this one, and let me pull up this picture. Is this the one? I can't get a front facing version of it, but is it this one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hmm.
I don't like this design. Even from this angle, I'm just like, this design is ugh. It
Yeah.
just
I don't know. It's. I like I said, I'm warming up to it. I don't know.
yeah, no, I get you.
I gotta see it in action, like
And
how it works out.
right. I mean, we got Mike in the comments also saying that he's tempted to get a fold next upgrade. Having a tablet in your pocket is amazing. That part I'm not gonna lie and act like that's not intriguing. Uh even the Samsung, the way that theirs look,
Hmm.
it's almost enough, but I want a full size tablet. I'm not a fan of the iPad mini or
Okay.
the smaller tablet size. I know it's supposedly great for reading books, but
Hmm.
I hold my iPhone landscape style anyway, so I just read it that way.
Yeah, I've
It's
always loved the iPad Mini. So I've always loved that aspect ratio, that size, and all that. So I was like, if you ever tell me you can
mhm,
find a phone in that, yeah, I would be interested. But then when I first saw this, I was like, I don't like how this looks. Did somebody explain how the video would look? I was like, okay, hold on.
yeah.
I was like, wait.
I
Um,
hear you, and this is about to sound very dumb. I already know it, but I just feel like that's too small of a screen for the price. And I know it's a dumb statement because I carry a phone with me, but I don't know.
I mean, it's a lot of factors that deal with it. The price is definitely gonna be one of the big
The
factors of it.
pricing,
These phones
yeah,
are already what the Pro Max is what 11.99 currently. That's how much they usually
yeah,
are.
the base one.
Yeah, so it's like I don't know. Curious to see how much more is it gonna be for that,
I mean,
and
if it's
you know,
anything like the Samsung Fold, theirs is what 20, no 1999, right?
yeah, but the most recent one, yeah. When
And
they
then
first started, they were like 1800, I believe, when they first started. I
okay.
want to say. I don't
Oh,
know if
I thought they just stayed consistently at 1999.
mm-mm. No, that
Okay,
was
and then
recently when they started doing that.
okay,
Yeah,
and then the obviously the trifold is 29.99, 28.99.
yeah, that's out of the question for me.
Oh,
I
of course, that's
don't
for
want
sure.
that. I don't want that.
It's I want that, but it's out of the question for me too because of the price. Oh, it's interesting. So let's look at this comment before we go to the next one. What
Talk
is
about.
Deuces saying?
Let's see
I'm
what
Samuel Jackson in the Boondocks. I don't really do anything that productive on my phone or iPad. So, are you still just using your laptop for everything? I ain't gonna hold you.
these phones are
I use my
getting more
laptop for a lot
powerful.
still. I
Yeah, I mean these are becoming more and more powerful, like reading books on and watching videos. I mean split screening apps and stuff too is
I don't
really
split screen
cool.
apps on my phone.
Well, you can't now on the iPhone. You can
I
on the
mean,
iPhone.
I know you can kind of do it with YouTube. That's probably the only thing I would
That's
potentially split screen.
yeah. So I mean, I don't know. I don't know. Look at Excel. I look at like when I'm paying bills. I had a browser calculator.
Excel on your phone?
I do all kind of stuff, man. Like I use these things to the fullest.
I ain't
I use
never
them.
opened
I
up
use it. I use it. Yeah. Google Docs, Sheets. Yeah, all that stuff. Yeah.
on your phone.
Yeah. Yeah. Of
I,
course not.
I, I think
You
the only
underestimate how lazy I am. When I'm over there on that chair, I'm not coming over here to this damn computer or coming get this iPad. My phone and my iPhone are usually always with me. So I'm pick up
Your
one of them.
iPad not with you. My iPad
No.
is sitting
This
right to the side of me.
iPad is sitting right here plugged up with its keyboard case. I barely move it. It's usually here, unless I
When
go
I
somewhere.
That
Yeah.
is crazy. I Most places one I already carry my laptop with me because I just throw it in my backpack. But my iPad is literally always off to the side of me. Like
You
it's
know,
off.
look, let me give you an indication of how lazy I am. I will remote to this computer from over there, from
Well,
my from my
I mean
damn
that.
phone.
I
I
mean
remote into this damn thing
that means
sometimes.
nothing. I have definitely sat on my couch and needed to do something on my computer and just remote it in. That means
Yeah.
nothing.
So
I,
it's like, look, that's my mini tablet remoting in from that. I will do that. I will. So
that
it's just
is
like
that's
I
interesting.
yeah. So I've gotten quite used to like I'm just gonna do it on here. Yeah, just do it. Yeah,
Okay. I mean, I don't know if it was something. I don't know. I'll have to see the next state of, I guess, the foldables to see. But this flip phone, going back to that before we move to the next topic, I'm definitely kind of here for. Whether or not I will get it, we'll see what pricing is on it and what the specs are, and what that compares to any other iPhones. But as a device, even when when the Razor Flip came back, I was like, that one might get me.
it was listen. It was cool. I was like, okay, and now they changed it.
Did they?
Like the new one that was that Razor Fold they're coming out. It looks nothing. I was like, this just is like every other foldable. It's not
It's not a flip
retro
phone
anymore.
anymore.
No, I mean now they come out like a regular fold, like the Samsung.
Oh,
And I was like,
oh,
oh,
that's
and it
trash.
doesn't even look like a razor. I thought they would give it some kind of razor thin something.
Yeah,
Nothing.
yeah,
It looks
yeah. I'm
plain.
looking at it now, and
I was like,
all
oh,
of the ones that they're
what
showing that are
happened?
still fold like the old way are last year's model. Like you said, yeah, this
Yeah,
year's model. Oh, that's
looks like
trash.
yeah.
I wonder if it's just not necessarily getting the market share that they were hoping it would get. That's
I
very
don't
much a
think it
niche
is.
device.
Yeah, I don't know if it was even being sold by carriers either. Because remember I told you Samsung is
Ooh,
the only one that's still. I don't think the Pixel is being carried by. Yeah, I don't think so. Not the new one.
there's no way. Let me go to T-Mobile. I'm gonna go to
Not
T-Mobile site while we're talking and see,
okay. See if it's up there because I know
because
18.
that's
I don't think
interesting.
AT&T is carrying it. Um.
Let's see. You might be right. I can't think of why you
So
wouldn't, but no, it's no,
and
they have
Pro,
it.
they did. Okay.
There's yeah, they have the Pixel 10 Pro Fold.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, AT&T
God,
does not.
you would have had to pay 75 a month for that. Whew, that is insane. But let's talk this OpenAI Microsoft apparently breakup. It seems like it's been a very bad week for OpenAI. It all started from the Super Bowl with all those like Anthropic ads. Did you see Sam Altman's crash out?
I did not, but I'm not surprised with where
He
they kept going at them. I was like, oh,
he went on like a crazy crash out just about, let me see if I could find the clip notes. It
and they
was,
kept saying they put in ads and that stuff, right? That's what
yeah,
the ad kept saying.
basically. And he was going, he was like, he put like a mountain of text. And that's why I'm not trying to read this whole thing. It was so crazy because he was full on crash out mode. Then obviously
Shouldn't even be
OpenAI,
on
they're
that.
closing one of their models or something. God, this is where you kind of start to lose me with it. Like and people are upset about that. But then the final nail was that reports are starting to come out that Microsoft is looking to be more self-sufficient with their AI. And then you've seen the reports just in general about Microsoft wanting to scale back how much they're forcing AI on their like just users.
Yeah.
So overall, it's just been a kind of a bad week for OpenAI because Microsoft is probably their, I gotta assume that's probably their biggest customer. Um, Nvidia, even their investment, they kind of walked that back. Like reports were being like, Nvidia was supposedly saying that they were going to do 100 billion in investments, and then they spoke with the CEO, and he was kind of like, "Well, what I meant was we're going to do investments that might get up to 100 billion," and it's kind of like, "Well, no, that's not what you said." So
And they get ready to
it's
lose Siri too.
yeah, they're about to lose Siri. It's kind of sounding like a bubble might be popping, and I'm very curious of what the fallout to that would be. Obviously, there will still be players who are going to still push AI, but OpenAI definitely feels like the major player in the game, and what's going to happen when they're no longer around is going to be interesting.
I felt like they were the ones that were like the forefront, and everybody was using it. And then
Hmm.
Google was like, okay, we've been doing this shit way too long for us to be sitting on the side like this. And and I was like, yeah, I mean, y'all should have been out here, like, should have been done it. But I guess they need somebody to push them. And that's what OpenAI. That's what OpenAI was there for, to push them. I felt like, and now they're taking their business. They're like, they could have easily done ChatGPT like, instead of Gemini.
Yeah, I really
Siri.
want to know what happened behind
Oh
the
God, I was
scenes.
not talking to you. Okay, shush.
No, it pop up. I'm really curious what happened behind the scenes with that. Like, if you were already halfway in bed with them, what made them kick you out? Where did it fall behind there? And I think Mike brings up a good point that there are just so many different AI services out there. Every company originally was trying to utilize someone else's, and I think it's because they realized there's not really a lot of money, actual money in AI. Like, yeah, we're doing this roundabout of investment, but what are we really making? And I think you can kind of see that, like what CNBC was just saying earlier this week, that all of these companies now are putting tons of money into influencers to get regular people to start utilizing AI. I think it was upwards of like 600 million. Or like obviously not to one influencer, but just over the course of their marketing
Right.
is like, hey, we want you to start pushing it to regular people. And I think you can kind of see that with the ads at the Super Bowl. And it's becoming like, well, we can't get money from investing in this one company. We're going to build our own. And to Mike's point, very much like streaming, now you kind of are at a loss.
Yeah, I mean, they just start combining together and all that stuff. It's just, I don't know. Everybody wants to have their own app, their own browser, their own add-on, and all that. And I'll just be like, maybe y'all should just go ahead and settle down and just
Yeah.
be a little um LLM you can use inside of something else. Kind of how Copilot does it. Copilot, you can use
Yeah.
one of those to do something, not your own thing.
Which I really didn't want to bring up the joke, but you basically just said what Deuces said
Oh,
in a much less corny fashion.
oh, oh. Well, yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's true. It's like I said, I'm not gonna sit here and cry over OpenAI losing. I don't I don't really care at the end of the day. But it is interesting to see what it's going to do for the sake of the industry, because so many companies have very much done a major push into AI, and
Data
not
centers, it's all this
yeah, all
stuff.
these data centers, all stuff like that. And all it takes is the one fall for confidence to get shaken. And what happens when confidence is shaken is my question.
I don't know. So a lot of these companies changing their directions. Tell you that, because a
And
lot of them like, we're going AI, we're going to do that. I was like, all right. So don't
it
put all
feels
of that
like,
in there.
but
You
that's
know.
what they've done. That's, it's everything has been AI. And now all of a sudden it's, well, maybe AI isn't great.
And
Now we got to pivot.
the scariest thing is like if you hired people for that, and then you just start in droves firing people because they
Hmm.
don't know how to do anything without it. What happens then?
I'm
Like,
really curious. Like Spotify, we were just talking about that. Spotify said that their major developers haven't used it. I think it was since like October. Let me go back to find it exactly.
I'm just like,
Yeah,
that's
it was since
be a problem.
December. Sorry, and it's like,
Yeah.
yeah, if that fails, what are you doing with all your code? Who?
Those data centers go down. What happens?
Yeah, it's
You
it's
can't ask it
definitely
a question.
it's a mess. It's 100% a mess. Another thing that's about to be a mess is this Meta bringing facial recognition to its smart glasses. Now, this is still reportedly, I think this is coming from the New York Times, and they're saying that they would love to bring it to their entire lineup of smart glasses at some point this year. The feature internally is being called name tag, and I mean, I don't know it's just facial recognition, and with everybody being on Instagram and Facebook, it's kind of scary.
So what is it saying? Like you walk around and be able to recognize people,
It's
or what?
yeah. So like I said, the feature itself, it's called name tag, and it said it would let people wearing the Oakley or Ray-Ban glasses identify people and get information about them using AI.
Hmm.
Doesn't go into further details beyond that.
Well, um, Another thing added on to the same thing Ring is doing. Remember that? Did you see that video that Ring did during the Super Bowl?
Yes, that's
Of
why I
how
wanted
they
to bring this up. This is a perfect place to bring that up
same
too.
thing.
They just said that they're no longer working with Flock. Isn't that what the company was called? Yeah. I ain't gonna
They were.
hold you. I don't believe them.
They already. I think I'm pretty sure they were already in something before that where they were like, "This is the network." Like they're all connected together or whatever. Like before all this flop or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Like I feel like they talked about that before, where they had a network and you could search it and if the
I
police
feel
needed
like,
it.
yeah, I feel like they did, and then I think they thought like rebranding it as a way to save your pets was going
Yeah.
to get people to
No.
not look at the crazy, like scary part of it.
No.
And it's just like, I don't need this. Like,
Yeah. I
it's it's already crazy that people are just wearing cameras at just at all senses with these glasses, and now they're just
like it's killing
actively
me.
looking.
It's killing me. Oh God.
So
I don't know. I don't know. This stuff is it's just doing too much sometimes. I was like, we you don't it's okay. It already records. You can tell it to record already, and
mhm.
that's already problematic because you
Meta
support it
tried facial
everywhere.
recognition. Remember when like on Facebook back in like right during the pandemic where they had it where you would just start getting notifications like, "Yo, I think you in this picture."
Ah,
Like, you've already done this and you stepped back from it reportedly at the time. I feel like now they were just like, well, we're gonna, refine the feature and bring it out later. But it's like, you've seen that people don't want computers saying, hey, we think this is you. Why? Especially today. Like,
yeah. I don't know. I just when they say stuff like this, I'm like, of course they're doing that. Why wouldn't they?
yeah,
They
yeah,
already have the data already anyway. So that's how
yeah,
I look at it. Like I think I was talking in Discord about the filters that everybody has used and stuff like that. When it started on Snapchat, all that stuff is already in a good old database. They already
yeah.
got all those facial scans. The
It's
way they work so well, they had to have a good facial scan of your face for it to stay on the way it was staying on, where you would, it worked so well. And I was like, oh, they got a good scan of your face.
it's
Like,
scary when
yeah,
you think about it. It's
yeah.
very scary when you think about it. I definitely try to turn my brain off to it and just hope for the best because I was susceptible to it. I
Oh,
def-
that's true. That's true, Deuces. Yeah.
it
Yeah.
feel like it. It feel
Definitely.
like every day it's just a new episode. Speaking of companies making dumb decisions, Discord is requiring age verification, and they want you to either submit a face scan or
Bring an ID.
upload your ID, which is crazy to me when Discord just had
A
I think it was
breach.
like, yeah, they had a breach. I want to say it was like 75,000
Who hasn't
users.
had a breach?
I mean, I
Let's
get
look at it that way.
notification, I swear, like once a month. Mike, yes, you are very correct, and that's why this is all in here. This is the scary part of the show.
Mm.
It's very insane.
They try to walk it back. They were like, "Not everybody has to do it. You just have to
Yeah,
verify you're an adult." And I was like, "What does that
they
mean?"
said that AI is going to verify whether or not you're an adult now. And I remember,
Yeah,
I want to say it was Google that tried it too. And I, to be fair, yeah, because I think it was YouTube. Like, we're gonna make sure that you're an adult, and I never got a thing popped up. So I'm assuming YouTube was like, yeah, you're an adult.
listen, man.
Are you even
Listen,
not
every
even
tech
just
company
tech
has
company? Are you a company? It feels like at this
every
point,
company has a breach. There's so many class action. Trust me.
like.
Give me the money though. But still, so
Look, if
many
you
of them.
go look, I hate when they be like, "We're gonna give you a year of credit monitoring." Like, fam, that ain't gonna help.
I don't care about that. Like,
That
I lock my
my
credit my damn
my
self.
credit
Give me my
frozen.
money.
Like,
Give me the money.
pay me for this
Yeah,
inconvenience.
yeah.
Are you gonna submit your ID if they say, "Hey, we need you to"?
Look, I that's
Or
I
basically,
signed
this
up
is a
for Twitch.
roundabout way to. Are you on wild Discord servers? That's what this is a roundabout way of asking.
No,
Why did you have a question with
no,
it?
no. Maybe another app, but not this one. Not Discord.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. I don't. I'm
Um,
not. I'm going to be shocked if they say, "Hey, you're on a Discord server that's age restricted." Because I
oh,
all of mine are mainly like game
yeah,
ones.
that's a
Like
lot of them. I need to
get rid
get
of
out
some
of
of
some
them.
of them.
Yeah,
Too many on the left side. Like, damn, how many have I signed up for?
it felt like every beta and stuff. You got to sign up for
Yeah,
their
that's true.
Discord server.
That's true. That's true.
But
Um,
speaking of games, then because I don't know, there's not much else to talk about with Discord needing age verification. It is what it is. But let's talk the Sony State of Play roundup then. Obviously, they announced a lot. I want to know what were your favorite announcements before I get into mine.
Kina, Scars of
Cosmo, yeah.
Mara, Mara, or something like that. I bought
Oh,
the first one, like the last
it's
couple of
great. It's
days.
great.
I've been playing it a little bit this morning. I was like, okay, this is great. So
That
I'm happy
was
about that.
the first one came out during the pandemic, and that was one of my favorite pandemic plays
I
because
never
it's
heard
such
of it until recently. When I think we had it on a different state of
probably
play or Xbox
yeah
something.
yeah probably
It's
that one
showing
was
this
great. Oh, you're talking about crap, let me get the name again.
Windlet. No, that's not one.
Project Windfall.
It went for okay. Is it one? Oh, okay. I thought it
That
was
one looked
okay.
that one looked really good. I'm definitely here for that. The John Wick game that looks great.
It does. I'm very excited for Sorrows. I
Yes,
need to see. I want to see someone actually play it because I'm curious. It looks like a lot is happening. Also, same with Crimson Desert.
Crimson Desert. They've been putting
Too
out
good to
so
be
many
true.
videos. I mean, to be fair,
Here's
to play devil's advocate for that, the last game I feel like they'd have announced had that you can do so much stuff with was Where Winds Meet
and you
and
can,
Trayvon. All week I've
you
been
can,
playing Where Winds Meet.
you
You can do
can,
so much stuff.
you
I
can.
think it was
Yeah.
like Tuesday night or whatever. The entire night, I just played mahjong all night. I didn't even
Oh,
do any
okay.
battles.
Yeah, that's true. Um, what was it? I mean, I was disappointed about some stuff too. I was
Mm,
trying to. I was trying to be optimistic in the server. That's why I only mentioned the stuff I liked.
mm.
But then I got shaded a little bit later.
Mike, we
Um,
also need them with this real quick. They're also supposed to be doing the Knights of the Old Republic still. They claimed it's still on their radar, or like it's still in their pipeline. I need them to stop announcing stuff. I don't like the John Wick was great. Don't get me wrong.
finally, it's about
The
time they did it.
the first thing I said was, why did it have to be Saber though? I need you working on Knights of the Old Republic. Why are you
Mm,
splitting off to do John Wick? John Wick looked great though. I give you that. I do need it to be good now because I need them to get back in the lab for Knights of the Old Republic. But I do want to hear about what you were disappointed in. I do want to bring up some of the things that we had. Obviously, we got a release date now for Beast of Reincarnation. I'm very excited for that. The Galactic Star Wars Galactic Racer looked great.
mm.
I'm very excited for that. I'm very excited for the new Silent Hill game. Love that we're getting a black protagonist. It's very crazy that we're getting a black protagonist because I think everybody is talking the same thing. I don't know if we would be in Silent Hill. you know, I don't know how much you know of the Silent Hill franchise, but that is the city that I feel like most black people would be like, yeah, I'm not gonna go there. So while I'm very excited, I want to know why this man in Silent Hill. Who led him here, and why is he in this? But I will be playing that. Ghost Yote Legends is coming out next month. I'm very excited for
And when
that.
I saw that, I was excited for y'all. When I saw that, I said, okay, I
It's
know they happy about that.
yes, I was
Yeah.
very excited for that. The shortest game. He get there, look like oh hell no, and get out. That but you were saying and then Castlevania. I know you said that you think the price was too much, but that was an exciting game. I do want to hear what you were disappointed about.
That
Oh, the price?
no, the game in general. I was
Oh,
annoyed as hell when I saw
why?
that.
Because it was 2D.
Yeah, I was
Oh,
like, what
okay.
the hell, man? I was like, come on. I got so excited when I saw it. I said, oh my God. Oh my God. Then I saw that shit. I said, what the fuck? I was like, come on,
Okay.
man. I was ready for a 3D. I was
Okay.
ready. I saw that. I was like, come on. I'm excited. I don't like, I'm not a 2D like anymore, really. Anyway,
Yeah.
in general. So when I saw that and I saw that damn God of War or whatever,
Oh, I was leaving that for last. Yes. Wait,
I
so
was like,
so you're not
absolutely
happy
not.
for the 2D? It's
No.
literally a placeholder because we are getting my favorite announcement of all. The original trilogy is getting remade for modern consoles, and I am
I am
so
excited about
excited.
that. I am because I've never played those, so I am
And
excited for
my
those.
boy TC Carson back. Like it's
I'm excited
hilarious
about
to me that Kratos just really is just all right. He got Greek voice and then Norse voice. Like that's hilarious to me. But that's very exciting. And just shadow dropping the 2D game is I get it. You don't like it. But I thought that was exciting.
if it was free for me because I bought Ragnarok or whatever. What the hell is the last game we played? What was
Ragnarok.
yeah, if it was free for that, I would be like, okay, fine, whatever. But if you trying to make me pay for that shit, I was like, no,
They
absolutely not.
already gave you the free version for Ragnarok with Valhalla.
No, I'm sorry. No.
Wasn't it called Valhalla? I'm pretty sure it was called
Yeah,
Valhalla.
it was a holiday. Yeah. I was just, I just those two things. I roll my eyes so fucking hard when I saw them. I said, you know what? No. But I do like Beast of Reincarnation. Looks cool.
Yeah, I'm
I'm
very
very
excited for
curious
that.
on about that game. The Project Windless game is interesting. Um, the Star Wars Galactic Racer. When I saw that, I immediately thought about Outlaws. You know, you can ride
Oh
her
yeah,
uh, bike around, which is really fun actually in that game.
I haven't started Outlaws yet. I
It's
gotta
very
start
fun to
that.
ride it around. I played the demo, like I played the demo. It
Oh
is
yeah,
fun
yeah.
to ride around on that thing. I was like, okay, this is cool. So a whole game of that sounds fun.
This was
Mm,
great seeing that. When I saw that the easy mode being called Boy is funny.
I did see that. I did see that.
It's I was just reading an article because I had to leave for an event, so I didn't get a chance to see the announcements live. And so when Jamie was messaging me about it, she was like, "I think it's co-op." Wait, no, it's not. And then it's like people can't find the co-op apparently. Like I gotta look into it myself to see what is going on there. But I'm excited for that one. But to back what you were saying with Beast and Reincarnation, very excited about that and Project Windless. If you're a Dead or Alive fan, they're making a new Dead or Alive. I thought
I'm
that I thought that series was over. The last one was called Final Round.
I saw some. I was watching a video and the guy was major. He was real shady toward that franchise. I was like, damn. I was like, it was that
Really,
bad.
truly, okay. I mean,
I mean, I was also the game
oh,
Echoes of East End or something like that.
Echoes of
They're
East.
putting that in PlayStation Plus, uh,
Oh, okay.
along with Spider-Man 2 and all that stuff. But that would like of course, I already had Spider-Man 2, so
Right, fair.
all Echoes of East End. I was like, oh, I wanted to play that game, but I don't. It almost made me maybe get PlayStation Plus back just to try that game.
I ain't gonna hold you.
Yes, it's not that much.
I still got PlayStation Plus. There are too many games that were I had already committed to wanting to play, and I
Mhm.
was like, it's been on PlayStation Plus. So I keep being like, oh yeah, until I beat this game, I'm gonna keep PlayStation Plus. And then another game that I'm like, damn, I really want to play that. I'll get announced for it. So it's just like they are knowing how to get me right now. So I definitely want to check that out. You have you played the first Control? I was when I was talking with Jamie when they
I
were showing us the
tried it.
Control. So that was you who said you didn't like it.
I did not. No.
Okay, because so obviously the Control Resonant, they were showing that and that looked great, and it had me thinking I wanted to try the first one, and I was like, but somebody told me it wasn't good, and I couldn't remember who, and I was pretty sure it was you.
Yeah, I did. I mean, to be fair, I didn't get really a chance. Really, I was like, I don't know. I
Mm,
tried it. I tried a little bit. I said, no, hell no. I'll turn this off.
really? Like,
I
was
didn't
the
like it.
powers not to your liking?
It was just a weird. I don't know where that game started was weird, just difficult. I don't know. I can't do this.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that's completely fair. I think obviously 007 they had more about the 007 First Light, but I feel like we known everything we needed about that game. It's whether or not you're gonna get it. I think those are
It's
the
just interest. It's interesting. I'm on their PlayStation Plus website right now. They'll they get PlayStation Plus Premium for a year for 100. That doesn't sound
100
bad.
even.
Yeah, that doesn't sound bad to me.
No, that's very good.
For
That's
premium, for the premium one.
yeah. I think it's like 18 a month. So yeah, that's really good. They trying to get you back. That's why.
Yeah, that's interesting. I was like, huh, okay. But
But was there anything else from the PlayStation event that you want like that I'm missing? I went through all the games that I wrote down.
I don't think so. I think that was. I mean, like I said, but the God of War remake, the three. I'm excited about that because I never played them before.
Okay,
The Kina thing made me want to get the first one.
it's good.
I've been putting it off for a while. I was let me just go ahead. Then I saw it was on sale. So I was like, okay. But I don't nothing else was like that interesting to me. I was like, okay. Crimson Moon was interesting looking.
Crimson. Oh, I have that written down too. I forgot about that
Yeah.
one though.
I just couldn't tell like what it's like. Is it RPG Souls like what is it? Beast of Reincarnation look a little soulsy as well.
Beast of
I was,
Reincarnation, when they were showing the gameplay at the Xbox one, excuse me, it looks more like Final Fantasy VII, like the
oh,
remake. So
okay. But yeah, I mean, other than that, like the Castlevania thing is,
I get you.
it
If
just
you
made
don't
me
like
so
2D,
mad.
yeah, if you don't like 2D, I can understand.
I
Mike, to
love
answer your
Castlevania.
question about will they change game mechanics for the God of War remake?
What system was it on?
It was on PlayStation.
Original.
They originally came out for was it PlayStation 2 or 3? I think it was 3. God,
Mhm.
it was so long ago. It
I
might have
mean,
started
maybe not. Maybe it might not
it might
change
have
too much.
started with 2 and then went to 3. Yeah, it started with 2 and then went to 3.
Maybe it might not have to change too much. Maybe.
Konami making games again is definitely great. I am excited about that. I feel like they'll modernize it.
It did stop.
So for a while, Konami just kind of, yeah, I guess stopped is the best way to put it. Because like for a while they were like you would get like revamp, like not necessarily revamps, but like ports and stuff. But like actually making new games, it
Hmm.
felt like it had been a while for a Konami game. So to
Okay.
see them back overall is really good.
Okay.
The last thing on this I wanted to talk about was Marathon and their server slam. This is still about the Sony stuff.
Oh yeah.
They're doing their server slam in 2 weeks. I think it's on the 26th. And Jamie and I had played the beta. Ooh, I hope I was. Yeah, I think I can at least have played the beta. I know you can't talk about the details of it, but I want to get a group of us together to play the server slam.
Okay.
So it it was an open. It's gonna be like an open beta. So I think you could just download it once it's out, and then we'll just
Do you
whatever system.
need? Okay, so okay, it's not okay. It's not just
I,
PlayStation.
yeah, because it's coming out for PC too. I think is
For
that
the
option?
server slam though, is that just PlayStation?
They didn't say specifically. Let me see if I can
And do
look
I
it.
need PlayStation Plus to try it?
Let
I don't
me.
know. I don't know how that works for like testing games. 'Cause
So their server slam, it don't necessarily. Oh yeah, so it said it'll be open across all platforms. So and it's crossplay. So to be honest, don't really matter. Play on whatever system you want, and we can go that route. But I definitely want to uh get a group of people to play. Like I said, I don't I don't know how much I can say, but I enjoyed the beta. I feel like I can at least say that. Like you know, but the last thing I wanted to talk about, and before we get out of here, is this EV roundup because we had two very interesting electrical vehicles that came out this week. Not necessarily came out, but like sort of got announced. And we don't talk
right.
EVs a lot on here, so I feel like first we'll talk about this Rivian R2. I'll let you lead these. I know you have looked way more into it than I have.
Yeah, I mean, I've always been interested in Rivian when they first came out, and I've always been because I remember when they were first announced, they were kind of like the Amazon's EV hidden way. Like it's pretty much like the way because that's what the Amazon new trucks use is a Rivian,
Oh
so
yeah,
that
yeah.
their delivery vans
I forgot
whatever
about that.
are Rivian. Yeah, they don't talk about it much, but they are Rivian. And I always thought the design of them always looked cool, and um, the functionality of them, and it being something to competitor to Tesla. I always
Hmm.
thought that was a good thing. We need competition out here,
That is
um,
true.
and I've always been waiting for them to give me like a mid-size SUV kind of, because I know the first one they came out with that they had that pickup truck, the R1T, and then they got the R1S, which is the SUV, which is the 3 row. And
Right.
I always think those are too big. I never wanted one of those. So this R1, this R2 is a like in the middle, so it's a 2 row.
I'm trying to find a good picture of it, and it's
I
very.
think
Oh,
it's
here you go.
no wait,
I
wait,
got one now. It
I
it,
think it's
it
three
took
row.
me a
It's
minute.
still 3 row. I think it is still.
So you can, if I remember
It's weird.
correctly, you can
It's
get a
smaller.
yeah, you can get
Smaller.
a third row, but it's not going to be the most spacious third row. So here it is, in case you haven't seen it. I know you have, but
Yeah.
for anybody who's watching or listening, listening, sad, but watching, that's the Rivian R2.
I watched a few people like, test drive it and talk about the features in it, whatever. And the steering wheel was, I think, the coolest thing because it had like a click wheel to it, like these two click wheels on the steering wheel where you can go through the menus and it gives like good haptic feedback. You could scroll them and you could like hit them like left or right to move through the
Hmm.
menus and stuff. I thought that was cool. I was like, okay, this is different. It doesn't seem like really much else is changed in like the design of it, really, except like maybe some of the emblems are concise. Like they don't have multiple. You don't have multiple Rivian on the side, Rivian emblem. Like they don't. It's a lot more subtle. In this
Yeah,
new one, 300 range, 300-mile range is
yo,
normal that they're doing now. Still,
I was
yeah,
trying to confirm the third row or not, but they do not talk about that.
yeah,
So I don't know.
yeah. I
Even
think
the
it might be 2 row. I honestly think that might be the difference between that and the R1S.
I'm
The R1S
pretty
is the big SUV.
yeah, I'm pretty sure it's 2 rows because even in the pictures,
Yeah,
they don't necessarily show like a third row, like
yeah.
in the one in their gallery and stuff. So I
But
feel
yeah, I
like
mean,
yeah,
the fact they're saying it's coming 2026,
spring
it,
2026.
which is very soon. So I was like, okay, they're not, that's cool. And they had all the influencers driving around and testing them out, and you
They
know,
say on their website specifically that pricing, options, and more will be announced on March 12th.
well, a lot of them were saying in their videos they were like, it's starting at 45,000.
Yep, I do remember seeing that in MKB HD's video specifically.
Yeah, so I was okay. I mean, it's the SUV. That's kind of what I
That's
expect, I guess. Um,
yeah, car prices are up just across the board, so it's a lot. But I think to your point, when a lot of these, especially electric EVs, have been in the 70, 80,000 range.
this is definitely a step down from that.
Yeah.
You can uh maybe slightly more affordable. I
Yeah,
guess you could say
right.
slightly more affordable.
Right.
Um, but yeah, I mean, then that one came out, and then also that other one, the
Yes, I got a picture
uh,
of that one too, the 2027 Toyota Highlander.
yeah, and this one is 3 row.
Yes. It
Very
is
third row is kind of small, but it's still a still got 3 rows.
there.
Um,
This is the one I guess Toyota is banking that they're gonna sell really well. They feel pretty confident about it. It's just to go with some of the specs, it's still the 320-mile range on the single charge. So
mhm.
that's really good. But they have a 338 horsepower, I guess, output. You're gonna start losing when we start having to do Carfax. I'm here for the electronics of it.
Me
So
same, me too. Yeah, that's why all you heard me say was the range. earlier because I don't. I was like, look, I'm not gonna be going that fast in the damn things anyway.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's like I'm not trying to push it to his limit. I'm not a racer, you know.
But
So
yeah, to your point, this one does say, like you said, all these versions will be able to seat seven, and it'll have that that flat fold third row.
mm, yeah, I mean, there are a lot of them have like the same similar features. It's all about the range. I feel like more than anything, and
Mm-hmm.
what charger can you use, and all that stuff. And I do like. I mean, I do like how it looks, especially the blue one that I saw. For this
Let me
one,
for the Highlander. This is
yeah,
the main picture I got. Let me see if I can find it.
yeah, I did like the blue one that I saw. And this is starting 45, 50,000 as well, from my understanding.
Yeah, they haven't officially unveiled pricing. They also said that they will announce that closer to release date. But I think to your point of them talking about how they're looking to target mid-range buyers
Yeah,
and everything in that variety, like this is the one that they're thinking is going to be the one that has like a lot of sales and stuff like that. To that all bodes well to be like, yeah, it's probably going to be like you said in that 45,000 range. Is this the blue one you're talking?
yeah, I did like the color of
That's
it.
not
I
bad.
was okay. It does like when you really look at it, it's kind of more like a minivan than a SUV.
Yeah, this
This,
this this picture makes it look more minivanish than
yeah.
EV or
It,
SUV.
I would definitely go for the R2. And some of the color schemes I seen on the R2 as well were crazy. The one that Jerry Rig everything had, the one that
Mm,
NKBHD had. I was like, look at these. I say I like these. Now these offer, but it just was to got y'all driving around in. Because some of
right.
the color schemes was crazy. I was like, okay, this looks cool.
No,
Some of
that's
making the
fair.
R2D joke and all that stuff on the one that NKBHD had. But yeah, I'm excited for more of these, more like to see how they go, and maybe they'll force you know more gas stations to put more electric chargers, and
Right.
um, I just feel like it needs to be as many gas stations. It needs to be as many electric chargers before I'm like, all right, let's go.
No,
Oh,
that's very fair. It's I think that's the big thing that probably doesn't help the adoption rate right now, where it's like I don't know where the closest charger is at all points. And there's obviously non-standard chargers. So it's like I gotta make sure even if I get to this EV charger, is it the one that's gonna fit my car? Do I have the correct adapter? Blah 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 blah. So
how
I
long will
get
it take to
that.
charge?
How long will it take to charge? Is another big one. So no, I definitely get that. I am very much interested in the EV market. I think it's something that we should be utilizing more as a country, but there are a lot of things I think about that. Oh, but I'm very interested in them, and like I said, we don't talk about them enough, and they're
No.
very much in the way of technology. So I wanted to highlight these two specifically today because just to see a different world of what cars are out there.
Yeah, I'm
But
excited to see. I'm excited for N- I'm waiting for Nissan to like jump back in here because I remember
mm,
they tried electric
yeah, they
but
had the
a
Nissan
hybrid.
Leaf, right?
Yeah, but they tried hybrids and started stuff a couple years back, and then they gave up and they
Yeah.
went with all gas and like one. I think they had like one or two straight EVs, but
This is
they gave
also
up on
true.
hybrids.
Look for your nearest Kohl's. There is always an EV charger at Kohl's, and what I like about it is the slot
Man,
says EV. No, I have no idea, but I
yeah,
know the slot, the spot. A lot of times that for the charger says EV or hybrid. Obviously, I have plug-in
mhm,
hybrids.
right.
I still park there. I have a hybrid. It may not be a plug-in hybrid, and if
Hey,
nobody
I
needs
mean,
it, I'm there.
and that's another thing that I've been because people are like, oh, we just plug it up and just wait, and I'm like, I don't want to sit there for an hour for the thing to
A lot of
charge or
time, what
45 minutes.
I think that's why they're prioritizing putting them at places like Kohl's or I've seen them. I think I want to say outside of like Targets and like just like shopping centers and
But
stuff
it'll be like
because
one or two. It is not
yeah,
like a
which is
row of them. It needs to
yeah.
be like a row of them for me to get excited about that.
Yeah, I mean, they obviously need to still push out the infrastructure a lot more, but I
That's what they
think
need to build instead of damn data centers
I
for
mean,
EV chargers.
Yeah, I think there's a website that you can see how many are in your area,
Yeah.
but I think you have to like look at that by like
Type.
charger to charger, yeah,
Yeah.
type. But we hit everything that I had. Is there anything you wanted to talk about before we get out of here?
No, I think that's it. I don't have anything else.
Okay. Well, then where can the people find you and what you got coming up?
This show on Fridays, Much Ado About Nothing, eventually. And
Oh no.
and maybe I don't know. It depends on what's going on. I post my random reactions, reviews to trailers and stuff. Depending on
Okay.
what happens. Um, yeah, that's it on my socials. Everywhere is nowhere to tag except for on TikTok. It's a underscore at the end of it. Yeah,
Okay.
that's it.
Well, you can find me at DidgeD everywhere. You can obviously see me here on Geekin on Tech every Fridays, Geek Set Podcast every Sundays. If you're a member of the Geek Set Patreon, there are Patreon exclusive episodes out. You can find me on Twitch, where I'm twitching most of the week. Not most of the week, but various days throughout the week. Next game's coming up is going to be there is Star Wars Outlaws. Jamie and I are gonna play Reanimo at some point. Um, Resident Evil comes out at the end of the month, so that's gonna get played. So
Oh,
there'll be a lot of variety there, and that's not including any of like the party games or multiplayer games that we'll be playing. So stick around for that. But until next time, everybody, peace out.
peace.